Hello everybody, welcome to Yoga with Abby. Today's class will be a morning energizing flow. Getting the day started on the right foot, let's begin in a child's pose. So pushing your sit bones back towards your feet, big toes touching, lengthening your arms up towards the front of your mat, forehead on the mat. Begin to settle into practice today. Carefully breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Noticing how you feel, how you arrived on your mat today. Gently walking your fingertips up towards the front of your mat, lengthening your spine a little bit more. On your next inhale, begin to walk your fingertips towards the upper right corner of your mat. Placing that right hand down on the mat, your left hand over your right hand, keeping your sit bones down. Inhale as you lengthen, walking your fingertips a little bit further towards the right side. And as you exhale, melting a little bit deeper into this child's pose. On your next inhale, gently walking your hands through center and over towards the left upper corner of your mat. Left hand down on the mat, right hand can come on top of the left hand, deepening that stretch all through your right side. Really breathing here and reminding yourself to stay present throughout this entire class today. If the mind wanders, just bring it back to your practice, you here right now. And on your next inhale, walking your hands back towards center, finding a neutral spined child's pose. Taking one more moment here, and whenever you're ready, begin to walk your hands back towards your body, rolling over the knees and finding a tabletop position. Begin to take some cat and cows, so dropping the belly, lifting the tailbone, opening your chest up towards the sky, and exhale, rounding out your spine, pushing the mat away. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, rounding out that spine. Taking a couple here at your own pace. After your next exhale, meeting back in a neutral spine tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Inhale your arms straight up towards the sky. And on your exhale, we're going to thread the needle, bringing that right arm underneath your left arm. Your right cheek comes to the mat, and your left arm can go up to the top of the mat, stay near your cheek, or you could take a bind if that's in your practice. But just really feeling this stretch and this twist all through your back and your shoulder. On your next inhale, bringing that left hand flat onto the mat, lifting up, right arm comes all the way up to the sky, balancing out this pose. And on your exhale, planting it down to meet your left. Repeating on the opposite side, bringing that left arm all the way up to the sky, exhaling it down, threading the needle, right hand comes up to the top of the mat. Staying here for a couple breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through your nose or through your mouth. Slowly coming out of this, sliding that right hand down to the mat, lifting up, bringing that left arm through and all the way up to the sky. Exhale, drop it down to meet your right. From your knees, we're going to gently lower our bodies all the way down to the mat, Taking your hands wide towards the outside of your mat in line with your shoulders. We're going to lift through our fingertips here, coming into a cobra. Inhale, squeezing your elbows in towards your rib cage and lift your chest off the mat. Exhale, releasing the chest and the cheek down to the mat. On your next inhale, lifting back up to your wide-armed cobra. Shoulders away from your ears, exhaling down to the mat. Really feeling that melting down to the mat as you exhale. Inhale, cobra, and exhale. Forehead comes down to the mat, planting your hands back onto the mat and pushing up into your downward facing dog. Spreading your fingers wide, pressing firmly into your palms, distributing the weight evenly throughout your hands. Really engaging your core here, trying to draw your navel in towards your spine. Taking what you need, maybe pedaling out the feet, and focusing on your breath as you lengthen through your spine here. Maybe taking a moment of pure stillness in this downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, begin to tiptoe your feet up towards the front of your mat, stepping your feet in between your hands in a forward fold. Taking opposite elbows, finding a subtle bend in your knees as you sway gently from side to side, really letting gravity do its work here. Taking one deep inhale through the nose, and on your exhale, planting your hands on the mat. Inhale, rolling your body up to a standing position, rolling your shoulders back and your arms up above your head. Exhaling the hands down beside you, clasping your hands behind your back, anchoring your shoulders downward as you open your chest up to the sky, really feeling this shoulder stretch and your chest opening up. Taking a couple breaths here. And on your exhale, begin to forward fold, bringing your arms up above your head, deepening the shoulder stretch in your forward fold. Breathing here, keeping a slight bend in your knees. One more inhale, and on your exhale, releasing your hands down to the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Keeping your right foot planted in front of you, stepping your left foot back into your runner's lunge. Grounding through your feet, really finding your foundation here. Begin to straighten out your right knee, shifting your weight upward, finding a pyramid pose with your left heel lifted off the ground. On your exhale, melting over that straightened right leg. On your inhale, bending into that right knee, finding your runner's lunge. Inhale, opening your chest up to the sky. Exhale, shifting your weight back into your pyramid pose, really melting over that right knee. And inhale, shifting your weight up, opening your chest, bending into that right knee. Taking about one more of each. So exhale, pyramid. And inhale, runner's lunge. Planting into your feet here, lifting up on your inhale into your high lunge. Shoulders away from ears, bending into that right knee. Taking a couple rounds of breath here, staying present with your body, noticing how you feel in your high lunge right now. On your exhale, getting into your warrior two, so rotating that left back foot, your left toes are facing the left side of the room, you're bending into that right knee, gazing over your right fingertips. On your next inhale, straightening your right knee, bringing your arms above your head. And on your exhale, bending into your warrior two. Inhale, arms above your head, straightening that leg. Exhale, warrior two. Really feeling the energy here. Inhale, arms above your head. And exhale, warrior two. On your next inhale, bringing your arms above your head, rotating your right foot so all 10 toes are facing the left side of the room. Taking one deep stretch up, and on your exhale, forward folding into this wide-legged stance. Keeping your hands planted down, aligned with your feet, really feeling this stretch all through your back. Again, just letting gravity do its work, feeling this all through your hamstrings. On your next inhale, we're going to walk our hands out in front of us, taking a half lift. So lengthening out your spine here. And on your exhale, melting back down, folding back down into this forward fold. Begin to walk your hands all the way around your right foot at the front of the mat, outlining that right foot, stepping that right foot back to meet left, and taking a vinyasa flow here. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra as you push back and exhale into your downward facing dog. Really trying to focus on lengthening your back here, trying to bring that chest to the mat in your downward facing dog. And when you're ready, we're going to tiptoe our feet up to the top of the mat, in between our hands in a forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, rolling your shoulders back, bringing your arms up above your head. As you exhale, again, clasping your fingers behind your back, coming into this shoulder stretch, trying to anchor your shoulders downward and back as you open your chest up. And on your exhale, keeping your hands clasped behind you, coming into your forward fold, bringing your arms over the top of your head, deepening the shoulder stretch here. Taking one more inhale, and on your exhale, releasing your hands down to the mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthening your spine. Exhale, forward fold, stepping that right foot back into your runner's lunge. Really grounding through your left foot, bending into that left knee. Finding your footing here, and on your exhale, pushing back into that pyramid pose, lifting that right heel. Really melting over that left leg, feeling this all in your left hamstring. On your inhale, bending into that left knee, opening up your chest, coming into your runner's lunge. Exhale, pushing back into your pyramid pose. Taking a round of breath here, inhaling through the nose, exhale, melting over that knee. Inhale, runner's lunge, opening your chest up to the sky, bending into that left knee. Taking a round of breath here. Exhale, pushing back into your pyramid pose. Inhale into your runner's lunge, opening your chest up to the sky, really grounding through your feet. And on your next inhale, rise up, high lunge. Shoulders away from your ears, grounding through your feet, feeling the strength underneath you. On your next exhale, rotating your body, coming into your warrior two. Shoulders away from ears, gazing over your fingertips. Inhale, straightening your left leg, arms rise above. On your exhale, coming back into your warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Rotating your left foot, both feet are facing the right side of the room. Inhale, reach all the way up. As you exhale, hands come down to the mat in your wide-legged forward fold. Noticing how your body may feel a little bit differently the second time around. Maybe taking a slightly different arm variation, grabbing at the ankles, or just keeping your hands planted down in front of you. On your next inhale, we're going to half lift, coming into that tabletop position. Exhale, forward fold down to the mat. Begin to walk your hands towards the top of the mat, outlining your left foot, stepping your left foot back, and moving through a vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward facing dog, opening up that chest. Pushing back, exhale, downward facing dog. Begin to walk your feet a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart, walking your hands back towards your feet at the back of the mat. Gently rolling your body up to a standing position, arms above your head, turning your toes a little bit outward as we prepare for our malasana squat. Begin to bend your knees and lower your hips down towards the ground. Arms at heart center, use your elbows to push your knees out further. Taking a couple breaths here. And when you're ready, find a seated position on your sit bones. Straightening your legs out in front of you. Inhale your arms up above your head. As you exhale, begin to fold from your hips, keeping your spine long, leading with your heart. Reaching for your feet, toes are flexed. Relaxing your head and neck here, taking a couple breaths. Rolling your spine up vertebrae by vertebrae, bending at your knees, planting your feet down on the mat. Arms come out in front of you. Begin to roll your spine down towards the ground. Lifting your knees up into your chest, giving yourself a hug. Rocking back and forth on your spine, gently massaging your back. Planting your feet flat on the mat, bending at the knees, preparing for our bridge pose. Your feet are hip-width distance apart, and your arms are at your sides with your palms facing down. Inhale and lift your hips up towards the ceiling, creating a straight line from your knees to your shoulders, engaging your glutes and your core muscles. Taking several breaths here. Exhale and slowly lower your hips back down to the ground. On your next inhale, pressing your feet and arms into the ground, lifting up through your hips. This time, try clasping your hands, interlacing your fingers, trying to reach your clasped hands towards your feet. Engaging the core, engaging the inner thighs, taking several breaths here. Releasing your hands and lowering your hips back down to the ground. Windshield wipering your knees from side to side, releasing any tension in the lower back and hips. Keeping your left knee bent, bringing that right leg, wrapping it over the top of your left. Letting your knees fall to the left side, teeing out the arms, finding a twist here as you gaze over your right shoulder. Bringing your knees back through center, planting that right foot flat on the ground, bringing that left leg over the top of your right leg. Repeating on the opposite side, dropping the knees down to the right, teeing out the arms, and gazing over your left shoulder. Carefully coming out of this, bringing that left knee and foot back down to the mat, hugging in both your knees towards your chest, tucking in really tight on your inhale, and on your exhale, releasing your body flat down to the mat, preparing for Shavasana. Finding a comfortable position on your back with your arms and legs slightly apart, allow your body to completely relax and let go of any tension. Taking one last deep inhale here. And on your exhale, let go with a sigh. Let go of any thoughts or worries from your day and just become still. Maybe placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your stomach. Feeling your breath move throughout your body. Bringing some awareness back into your body by wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, and gently lifting your body up, coming into a fetal position, resting your head on your arm. Taking one last moment here. And whenever you're ready, meeting back in a seated position on the center of your mat. On your next inhale, arms rise above your head. Exhaling your arms to heart center. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. Hope you enjoyed. Namaste. If you enjoyed this class and want to continue practicing with me, please like this video, leave a comment below, or click the button in the bottom right corner to subscribe to my channel. Thank you all so much, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon.